Talia, I remember when I first saw you and you walked onto that party bus for your birthday. I'm not sure if it was the sundress, your smile, or that take charge attitude that was both attractive yet terrifying. Whatever it was, I was instantly hooked. Although I won't forget when we first met on that same party bus, you did deny me. And I'm not gonna let you live that down. But in the end, it worked out, and despite thinking you were quite rude about my attempts, I couldn't get you out of my head. I remember asking James and Veronica repeatedly to help set up another opportunity. Somehow, after being denied, even though you were apparently very interested, we ended up bonding through our seemingly deathly illness that left both of us indisposed for roughly 2 weeks post the West Virginia Halloween extravaganza. It wasn't long before we went on our first date to Lost Dog, where I ordered what would be one of many not-so-masculine drinks. Who would have thought that a simple Facebook message, 102,938 text messages, 1,412 phone calls, 10,950 snaps later, we would be standing here ready to spend the rest of our lives together.
Where do you find those statistics?
There's an archive. I promise to clean, do the laundry, take out the trash, get things you can't reach, lift things that are too heavy for you, do the dishes and walk our very furry child, so long as you promise to keep cooking amazing dinners and feeding my absurd appetite. I vow to continue people watching and being the only people we can stand in just about any social setting. And most importantly, I vow to treat you with the respect and love that you deserve. You are an amazing woman, and I'm grateful every day that I'm with you. I am truly blessed. You are the Monica to my Chandler, the Khaleesi to my Kyle, the Nope to my Wyatt. I can go on and on with comparisons from our favorite shows, but my point is that we complement each other. And I love you, Talia. I always will. I look forward to growing old with you and gray with you while we collectively shake our fists and roll our eyes at the youths of today, truly not understanding what drives them. I cannot wait to grow old with you, travel the world with you, and eat great food with you. You are my best friend, and I fall in love with you more and more each day. I love you, and I can't wait for what God has in store for us.
Sometimes at night while I'm trying to fall asleep, I think about how crazy it is that we ever met at all. Between the two of us, mostly me, we have lived in so many different places throughout our 20s. We could easily have completely missed each other. On our first date, you didn't hesitate to order a mojito with roughly a bushel of berries muddled into it.
Again, not so masculine.
No. When you didn't bat an eye when I teased you about it for the rest of dinner, and while you drink another one. That was the first time I realized that you were going to be different. The second time I realized it is when you told me you wanted to make me dinner, then showed up with $150 worth of groceries from Wegmans, showed me all of the recipes you had planned, and then I proceeded to cook 80% of the dinner myself. I knew I must be in love when I wasn't even mad about that. A few weeks ago, I looked over at you and said, totally offhand, apropos of nothing, babe, we need so many more dogs. And you answered me without thinking, oh, I know. That's when I knew I couldn't have made a better choice when I said yes. There have been 1,000 more moments like those in the last 2.5 years, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you creating a million more. I promise to always forgive you, almost always forgive you, for having very little concept of the passage of time. I promise to try as hard as possible to keep my razor blade shins away from you. Above all, I promise to be as loving, supportive, and amazingly understanding as you have been for me.